My name is Anna O'Brien, and this is Nicolette Mitchell, and it's March 28, 2009. So we're here today talking about how people's lives and how they made it to the Drama Center. So,
well, my story, I had a couple of things going on at the same time. The economy wasn't doing very well, and I had bought a farm, a mini farm, and I had a job that they were downsizing and just hiring, taking away seniority and hiring part-timers. Well, I happened to be in the seniority category, and at the same time my mother was had gotten sick, and then when she passed away, I was in a grieving process, and I couldn't seem to pick up after I lost my mother. So then the job, they hired like 30 new employees, which they were part-time, and the full-times got bumped. And then I just couldn't seem to pick up after that. I had a lot of payments to make, and and I just kept falling and falling, and until you get this. To me, this is called rock bottom. And when you hit rock bottom, it can't get any worse. When you lose everything you have. I lost my mother, my job, my farm, my animals. I've lost everything that I loved, everything I seemed to love. I seemed to have lost. So I found coming here was really my last resort, and I see God's work being done here. I see a lot of people that have bigger needs than I do, but I'm enjoying I get to see the city, and I've never hadn't seen the city in years. In school we used to went on a field trip and over the Rhine and all the Finley Market. It's all beautiful just to see. It's you can hear the history talk, you can hear the walls talk, and that's what I've been through.
Nicolette, we're also asking where people came from originally to try and make a connection between their origins and how they finish up in Over the Rhine. Could you just tell us a little bit?
Explain like
where you were born or where you lived in your childhood.
Oh, well, I am considered second generation here. My family, my grandparents are all from Greece, and different parts of Greece, like Kosmos, and then down to the city is called Yadaiki, and that's where my grandparents were from. And when they came over in late 1800s, Cincinnati, my family was one of the biggest families to settle, Greek family to settle in Cincinnati, and we belonged to the Holy Trinity St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, and we had a really big family, but they're all spread out, and so that's my parents kind of grew up. My mom was born in 1924. My father was born in 1921. I lost them both when they turned 80, and so Cincinnati is a wonderful city. It's just it's a nice place to raise your children, I think.
And how did you find the drop-in center? Who hooked you up with it?
Well, I was in a group. I was in a group home, and I was there for 30 days. And when you don't have an income, they kind of bump you. So it's kind of like you have nowhere to go. And it was like, act of faith that there's something like this for you to be able to come to until you had to get back on your feet again.
Okay, and how long have you been in the center here?
I've been here about, I'd say, close to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you getting the help you need to take the next steps?
Yes, I have a counselor, or I would say a caseworker, and she is making contact with me to make sure we're on the same page and working to get it all better again.
Okay. Any thoughts on the drop-in center? What it's like, what the staff? residents are like?
Well, people come here, they're from all walks of life, and I think everybody has a story to tell. And it's, people have, handicaps and mental illness, and some people, just can't pick up again. Some people are lonely and they are lonely. So there's many different reasons why people, fall in this category. And, the main thing is the help that is there for them to, they give the churches all, there are donations made to all the churches around here. They have meals. Every church has a meal different days, and one church has 3 meals a day for them and for us. And it's I can see God's work being done. I can see that they're, really trying to help the less fortunate, and I see it every day. And some of it's sad to see some people, but pray to God and ask Him to take care of everybody, because you wish you could help them all, but can't. When you get this far, you can't even help yourself at this point. The economy's not good. Jobs are hard to find, and when you do get jobs, you can't survive because they don't pay enough. So that's what I see.
Nicolette, I was very interested at writing your book to hear about your family business and your job with the animal shelter. Would you like to share a little bit?
Yeah, my father had 2 Skyline chili parlors, and when he retired, he was in partnership with my uncle Johnny, and when they split up the partnership, we had actually just one store. And then when my dad retired, he sold his building, and that's what he retired on. But I had already moved on. I found work in a local casino that we had, which I don't really think, the casinos, I don't really trust the casinos. They proposed, a lot of benefits, giving local people jobs. Well, they give local people jobs, and then they bump them, and they bring their own clique in. They get the better jobs, and the local people get the lower paying jobs, and anybody who is in sonority, they bump them, and they're bringing people from other cities to work here. They're not they promise local jobs, but they're helping. They bust their own people, and it's a clique. It's casino business is a clique. So I don't really, I don't really vote for the casino to be here.
What kind of work were you doing?
What I like to do.
What were you doing at the casino?
At the casino, I was a table game card dealer. I dealt with blackjack. I enjoyed blackjack. And the same thing I see at the table is the same thing I see here. I see, you have 7 people at your table. Somebody comes, goes to the casino because they want to be rich and think they're going to make a lot of money. And some people come for, to be around people. Some people are lonely and they have nothing else to do. Some people are there to have a good time. So you had to cater to every type of person in that business too. And
so there are many motives for why anything is done. People have different motives.
Yeah. So I just feel that things have got to get better. I do, I believe in this president. I believe in Obama. I think that he's got a big job to do, but I think he can handle it. I'm praying and hoping that he can,